There are some rules out there that don't really get spoken and they don't really get written down. It's the kind of thing that you're supposed to figure out on your own. You're expected to just piece these things together. So I'm going to do my best to articulate these as they become issues so that you can get along with everybody. It's very, very important. Today I want to talk specifically about how to avoid spamming. Yeah, because this is a written rule I have here. I can display these on screen. Same as usual, right? But I'll elaborate in words about one of these. This one right here. So what can spamming actually look like is the question here, right? Because I think traditionally you'll see a word like spamming and you'll think that this only refers to, say, sending the same thing over and over again, or maybe spamming emojis or things like that. But it could also be it could also be a regular conversation that's just timed poorly or handled incorrectly. This is most frequently an issue I've noticed whenever there's a collab stream. Like if I'm more focused on talking to somebody else, which I understand. You might be eager for conversation and I'm not able to give it to you if there's somebody else in the room with me. But I want to kind of clarify the purpose of the chat so that there's no misunderstanding. The chat box is your way to communicate with me, okay? It's not, if it's a pre-chat is one thing, but when I'm live, it should be only to communicate with me or to talk about the things that I'm doing. You should avoid talking to other chatters, if that makes sense. If you're looking to make friends, very, very thankful if Debonairs can get along with each other, but if you're looking to make friends and socialize with others, the chat is not the place to do it. I recommend social media. There are some good places on Twitter. I think there's a community I saw at one point. There are also there are some community Discord servers. But yeah, you do not want to chat with each other. Whether I am doing a solo stream or a collab stream, the rule remains the same, right? You should avoid spamming, and that would be considered spam. You usually do a better job of it whenever it's, you know, it's just you and me, but if it's a collab stream, I've noticed it gets especially crazy. I wanted to see if it would just kind of fizzle out after a few, but since it was the same yesterday, I thought it would be good to put it in words. I also saw some people that were upset about it on social media, so that told me that it wasn't just a me problem, so that emboldened me to speak up about it so that this can be a comfortable space for everybody. It's very, very important. Yeah, I try to keep things chill, and I understand that setting boundaries like this is important, but it can also be kind of awkward, so I hope you don't mind. But yeah, no, please be extra mindful, especially if you're new, to pay attention to the nature of the space you're in. And I'll do my best to continue to articulate these things if they become issues. Because again, I don't think this is an issue of maliciousness, right? I don't think anybody is doing this knowingly or on purpose. I think it's a matter of just having been in a space like this before, right? Yeah, the chat is to communicate with me, so please avoid talking to other people during my streams. Another thing that came up that is good to mention is smaller things like mentioning how long a stream has been going. I realized that I may be one to talk as someone who would show up into Zeal's chat 12 hours into his Minecraft stream with by the beat into being like, go to sleep. But that's different, all right? Because we're also livers. But as a viewer, it can be considered really rude to show excessive worry for how long a streamer has been streaming. At the end of the day, we know how much we can handle. We know to, like, you know, we know to grab a bite to eat if we need it. We know to have some water if we need it, and we know to end the stream when we're tired. So when people come in and are like, it's been 1 billion hours, please, I'm worried for you, that just kind of, for one, it's kind of dismissive to the streamer, and then for two, it can make the space a little bit less fun for everybody else, viewers, to be in. So try to be mindful about that as well. I saw a little of that yesterday during the Portal stream. Yeah, it's just one of those things you don't comment on. It's similar to this one. I think more people understand. It's similar to the unspoken rule of not addressing how many people are watching at the time, because that's also something people prefer not to talk about or to see. So I hope that makes sense. I think that covers everything that's important. But yeah, just please, if you take one thing away from this, please remember to avoid talking to each other in the chat. Unless it's a pre-chat. If it's a pre-chat, like the stream hasn't started yet, that's totally fine. Still be mindful, follow all the other rules. Don't make anybody uncomfortable, you know. Thank you for speaking with us. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for understanding. Again, I realize that setting boundaries can be kind of uncomfortable and kind of lame, especially when the whole point is to be entertaining and to have fun. But I think it's very important, and it makes this space hospitable for everybody. Because when people make the chat uncomfortable, that makes it harder for other people to chat, and that makes it harder for me to read the chat. So as long as everybody understands, I think we'll have a lot of fun.